how does digital and TV work together at Spectrum? Obviously, there are a lot of moving pieces and a lot of players in the mix, and in order to kind of make the most of both from top of funnel to bottom of funnel, you have to make sure that those two channels are talking to each other. How do you do that?
Yeah, and so we've actually been incredibly successful at that. I'm happy to say one of the ways that we do that is we have a strong team that we've deployed across all the TV sales offices, and that team is primarily from the digital space. I'd say probably about 95% of my employees actually come from digital. And what they do is it's sort of a servant leader model. They work with all of our TV sales groups as well as our national affiliations to make sure that we're bringing all of the right products to market. So we've actually been pretty successful at combining a conversation between digital media and TV media. In fact, we've even been able to combine the value prop so that we're able to leverage a lot of the data that we have to, say, run a television campaign and then target unreached, underexposed audiences that we didn't reach in TV and actually reach them through different digital media. So we've actually combined all of the different products we have in both the digital and advanced TV space.
So data sounds like it sits in between that strategy. Tell us about the makeup of your data ecosystem, data pool. What insight have you found really helps your advertising clients the most, and what information are they asking for, and how are you getting it to them?
So we have really robust data that we've been tapping into for a number of years. And what we've been able to do, and it was described in some of the panels earlier, we've been able to take our viewership data and combine it with different types of data sets. It could be anything from voter registration data to automotive data, any kind of sort of psychographic data. So in that combination, we're actually able to draw a lot of really good insights around, people who shop at Zappos tend to watch these types of programs. So pretty much, I would say maybe 60% of our linear TV buys are actually influenced in the local markets by data. We're actually able to build more intelligent schedules even before we get into products like addressability, where you're actually delivering directly to an audience. We do a lot with data-informed planning so that we're actually able to deliver. We have a higher likelihood of delivering that target audience based on what we know about the consumers.
Right. And what's the challenge that you're facing right now when it comes to making sure that these two channels, digital and TV, are working together? Where are the friction points that you're still looking to overcome, and do you see it heading towards the right direction?
I think from a personnel people standpoint, it is in a really, really good place. Spectrum Reach does a tremendous amount of education. We train our people. I sit on the board at the IAB. We're able to convey a lot of their training into the ecosystem that we have. We make a big investment there. So I think the people side of it and the education side of it is really solid for us as a company. Where we're challenged is the legacy technology around television still needs to evolve further. We can move much faster in the digital systems than we can the TV systems. So trying to find the right way to marry those two is really the challenge we all still have in the industry, but we're getting there.
Right, you mentioned the IAB. Do you think that there is enough happening then from a industry-wide standard position to bring it to the next level and face all of this fragmentation that can happen otherwise?
I think we as an industry will start seeing more of that convergence. There are a fair number of TV companies now that sit on the board at the IAB, ourselves included, and I think you'll start seeing that language come out in a lot of the work that the IAB does in the future.